Hello, Scorpio. Thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. Where did that hair come from? One of my three animals, that's for sure. For the supportive oracle cards, the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Unless it's a hair from me. Where's that hair? There's like a floating hair, unless I'm crazy. Well, you know. Alright. Relationship first, single second. Is this right? Okay. What is going on here? I feel like things are sparse. The reading, like, at some point maybe I'll find a way to put these more so you guys can see how the cards are laid out. But, like, there's, like, a space between you and your partner. Not like it was with Cancer, but, like, the challenge is, like, I feel like you're moving away from something. You're both moving away from each other slightly. But I also, which is ironic because I feel like the two of you are very close and very tight. But when it comes to dealing with the situation at hand, I feel like you're avoiding each other. So I feel like that's why it's so strange for me, because I feel like emotionally, relationship-wise, it feels like you're tight. Like you have each other's back. But when it comes to this situation, I feel like you're avoiding each other. And I feel like you're trying to let it go. Because I feel like your challenge card is the Four of Swords, and just to, like, just not say, you just don't want to say anything more about it. I just feel like you could throw things. You're that mad about it. And that's why you're not bringing it up. And you don't want to talk about it, and you're trying to avoid it because it trips your switch, and I feel like you literally want to throw things. I'm just having that feeling where I pick something up and just chuck it. Just like, I'm so sick of this situation. And I'm feeling that need to scream about it. Like, it never changes. It never gets better. I'm sick of dealing with it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to look at it. And I'm getting really, like, it really, like, hits your button. And I feel like that's why you're staying away from it. And I feel like your partner gets that. They understand that. It's the situation. It's weird because I feel like you and your partner are tight. The situation, though, meh. Like, get away from me. It's kind of how I feel like that you're just kind of like, get that whole situation away from me. I don't, like, even if it's like, for example, if it's about the house and you live there, you just kind of like, you walk in, you shut the door, you don't pay attention to what's going on around you, you go into the room that you need to be in and you do what you need to do, but you're not paying attention to what's ticking you off. Like, for example, if somebody's working on your house and the construction's all over the place, you would come home, find a room that you're more comfortable in, and you would just stay there, and you wouldn't even go in these other areas because you don't want to see it. If you have to, you'll go visit other people, so you don't have to be home that much because you're just so sick of it. And I feel like it's that level of aggravation, especially for a Scorpio, stereotypically, of course. Home is like a thing, and like that's a big thing. And if something's wrong at the home and you can't get away from it, that would push the button. I can see where that would push the button. But that's an analogy. If that's not what it is, it's just the situation ticks you off to the point where you're just like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm done. There's nothing. Right now, it's not getting better, and I'm just not going to handle it. I'm not going to look at it because I'm going to throw things. I'm getting so mad I could throw things. Excuse me, that was disgusting. I am getting like hiccups here, so I'm wondering if that's why. And I want them to stop. Every time when I read, that's when I get the hiccups and all this other great stuff. Are we good? You got the Hanged Man where you're standing. You really feel like the situation isn't going to get better right now. It is a transition card though, so I do also see that you're not it's not going to always be this way. And you're aware of that, and they're saying leave it at that. Okay. Now, your partner, I feel like, is trying to solve the situation best they can on their own. Because I'm getting like the Hierophant is where they're standing, and the romance is right above it. Like they want to take the stress off you any way they can. Because they realize that you've had it. You've had it. This is part of them having your back. The Hierophant is like, it's a lot. I feel like it's a burden on your partner. It's really hard for them to figure out what they need to do. But the love, they're very motivated by the love and the fact that you'll be a lot happier if the situation could somehow get significantly better. I feel like if it got significantly better, I don't feel you doing backflips, but I feel like you would kind of eye it out the corner of your eye, like, well, I still am not wanting to deal with it, but at least it's getting better, and you're just kind of, I feel like you'll still walk away from it, but still, if it's getting better, it's better than getting worse, you know. Because I'm getting, the challenge for your partner is to keep this away from you. And to seek out the help from outside you for this situation. Because I feel like you're fed up and you've had it. I feel like you've had it. You're very strong in this. And there's a lot of history with this relationship. I get that. It feels like there is. You're very strong because you have the Emperor for where you stand, especially with this situation, and where you stand with your partner. You're very tight with your partner, but this situation, they're very rooted with how you feel about that too. And you need a break. You can't, it's enough. It's just enough. I'm getting very agitated, just like, and there's nothing for me to be agitated about, but I'm feeling those feelings of like, just like I've had it. Just like, stay away from me, because I'm going to throw something at you. Like, that feeling. Like, you don't want to do it, and you're like, it's not acceptable to do that, but you're like, that book could catch some wind and it could hit you in the face, so get away from me. Like, like it could just happen. It might just levitate with my hand helping it levitate in your direction. Like, it's just one of those feelings, like, I'm going to do something and I don't want to, just stay away from me. I feel like that keeps coming up. Like, you know you shouldn't, you know you don't want to, you normally wouldn't, is kind of what I'm getting to, I'm hoping. But it's like the urge and the aggravation is very strong. Is that? Okay. Now, I'm getting your partners trying, like, I'm getting, like, they're trying to sum it up. They're trying to do what they can to, like, they're doing whatever they can about the situation. I get the Eight of Pentacles, like, they're almost to that part where they feel like they can get it under control or handle it themselves or do something to alleviate the stress for you. And I feel like they're almost there to the part where they feel they can solve this for you as much as it can be solved at the present time. Okay. And I'm getting, as it goes forward, they're holding very strong to try to keep it away from you. I'm feeling like you're helping them do that. Like, if, for example, if it was the house thing, there's, say the living room is still messed up. It's all jacked up. It's crazy. The wires everywhere. The walls look like hell. Whatever. They're asking you to not go anywhere near the living room, and you're like, I don't want to go there anyway. And you stay away from there. You're just like, I don't want to go in that room anyway. But I'm getting they're holding on very staunchly. Like, they're just like, let's just go out to eat. Let's go visit your mom. Let's go visit this person. Let's go out to a movie. Like, they're trying to keep you away from it, for example, for using that living room analogy. Like, they're doing everything they can. I'm getting, it's weird with the Four of Pentacles, but I'm getting, like, that's what they're holding on to. Like, they don't want you to see what's going on. They want to keep you away from it. They're trying to keep it under their control. Because I feel like if you see it, if you see what's actually happening, it's not going to be rational. You're just going to be upset, and you're just going to act on it because you're very angry and it's unacceptable, and you're like, this has to be fixed. So I feel like that's why they're trying really staunchly to keep you away from it, because they realize if you see it, you're going to lose your marbles, and then you're going to take over because you're angry and it has to be fixed. It's unacceptable, and that's how it is. And they're like, they feel like it's working out. It just needs a little bit more delicacy to really, more of a delicate touch right now to let it smooth out and happen and be done. So they're just trying to keep you away from it so they can handle it on their own. That way it doesn't have to stress you, and it can work out the way they have it already planned. Is that right? Because I'm getting, if you see what's going on, you're going to get immediately angry, and they know it. Spiritually, the Knight of Wands is there. They are moving forward. They are taking care of it on their own, in their own way. I don't feel like it would match the way you would handle it, but that's why they're trying to keep you away from it, because they're aware of that. But I also see like you have a lot of trust in your partner. You do have a lot of, like, you have their back. You know they have yours. It's just about like the situation. It's too much. You've had it. And it's not about rational response if you get involved with it. You're just going to be angry and you're going to just fix it because you're sick of dealing with it. But I'm getting the reason your partner pushes back and wants you to stay away from things or wants you to leave it alone. You trust your partner. You got a history there. You trust that they have your back. So you're putting a blind eye to it as much as you can. If they want to take you away from the situation as much as they can, you're conducive with that. You're like, whatever. You trust them. I feel like there's a very strong trust bond here. And I'm getting the let go. You're letting go of the situation and you're letting them handle it. I'm getting that with the fourth especially. You're letting go because of the history and the trust you have for your partner. You're letting go of the situation. You're letting them handle it. And I'm getting even... I'm feeling like even after the fact, for example, if it was the living room and it's all put together and it's nice and blah, 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 even after the fact, I feel like the memory is hard. You have to like take some time to like... I feel like you're still kind of de-stressing, defrosting from it. You're just kind of like... I just feel like you're kind of like holding your breath every now and then, just kind of looking around, just kind of like, I remember what this was like. Like, it's hard for you to not remember. Just randomly, I feel like it just pops in your head. And people who got on your nerves with the situation, not your partner, but other people. And I just feel like you're just kind of remembering it. It's hard for you, even after it's all said and done, to completely forget it. Does that make sense? I think it does. Okay. Because I'm getting like, if you let your partner take care of it, because I'm getting the Three of Wands on your partner's side for what makes things better. I'm feeling they're going off and taking care of it on their own. This makes it better for them and for you. And I'm getting you get judgment in your favor by letting that happen. I'm getting that's how that works out. I almost feel like if this reading is coming to you at the right time, I feel like you just want to be sure that's fair. Like, you don't want to dump that on your partner. But I'm getting your partner's like, no, please, dump it on me. I'll take it. Let me have it. Because I feel like they're looking at you like you're going to hurt somebody. Let me take care of it. Let me just do it. I'll be fine. I promise. It'll be okay. It's funny because I just feel like you're very strong at this moment. You're extremely agitated. But I'm getting like letting them... See, I'm also feeling letting them handle it on their own. And this judgment going to your favor, especially when it's all said and done, I'm just getting that's just tightening that bond between you and your partner just that much more. Just that much more. I don't feel like this is bad at all. I feel like that's a good way to go with this. If this reading is hitting for you, of course. Alright, I'm going to wrap that part up there. Let's see what we have for Scorpio singles. I feel like that worked out pretty well. Let's see what we have for Scorpio singles. Messages 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 for Scorpio singles. Okay. I think I have to shuffle these. Messages for... I pray for these cards to match up for the ones that are already here. Yeah, okay. Alright, my first impression, and I'm getting cards to reinforce it now. I'm getting you're losing a friendship over this. Whatever's going on, I feel like you're losing a friendship. And I know that's a rotten way to start this, but I don't want to like build this up to like a crescendo and then I don't want to do that to you. So I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. I feel like you're losing a friendship over this situation. And I feel like this has been a long time coming. I get the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm getting somebody has feelings for you. And I'm getting that they're not catching on that you don't feel the same way. You like this person. You do. You care about them. If this is hitting, you do care about them. It's just not, it's not in the romance department. It's just not there. And I'm getting the situation is becoming labored. Your thoughts are the Two of Pentacles. You're trying to balance it out. You're trying to help it work out. You don't want this situation to end poorly. You really don't want it to end. I feel like you prefer to keep this person as a friend. And if it were up to you, I feel like you would probably continue on this road where you would just kind of put up with it and just like reinforce it where necessary if it didn't get worse. But you got the devil in the environment, and I'm getting this person is really coming at you strong. Because the overall energy is the let go with the Three of Swords. Like, I'm getting this is going to get too intense. I get this person will not back off. One way or another, this person will not back off. It's the Devil card. Some of them are obsessive. I'm getting some of them are physically intrusive. Take from that what you will. It depends on your life. If you feel like you need to make sure that you're safe, I'm getting some of these people are way, way over the line. Way over the line. And I feel like I feel like if you look at the history of this person and how aggressive they can get, and it doesn't really matter about gender, I feel like that's really important to say here. So, like, all genders can be very aggressive, especially when they're motivated, and they feel like there's this feeling of entitlement here that I don't feel good about. I'm just saying, if you feel like that might be a situation you might end up in, just be careful to protect yourself. Just keep things, like, pay attention to who you're around, and if they done anything to anybody else along this line, because I feel like for a few of you, you can see where something like this has happened to other people before from this person. I'm just saying, just realize what's happening here. I don't feel good about it. Because I'm literally feeling this is starting out in the beginning, like the Five of Swords is like you have to defend yourself and you have to back things off. And I'm getting other people actually have to intervene and get this person to back off. I just feel like, because I feel like it's that bad. If this is hitting with you, I'm getting other people are like having to help you. Because when I get the Ten of Cups with the Five of Swords, there's defense here, the need to defend, and I'm getting your friends or family, maybe both, standing with you to make the situation safe for you. This Ten of Cups is not for the devil. It's for you. It's the support you have around you. It's defense you need that you have. I will acknowledge, like, this person, you've given this person the benefit of the doubt before. I feel like you may have even given this person a chance to try to see if maybe there was something here. And it just wasn't. But ever since that moment, I feel like it's just been in that weird quasi place. And this person wants it to go forward and has decided it's time for it to go forward and is very aggressive. And I also feel like the Seven of Pentacles here where you're standing is like you've been putting up with this for a while. You've been hoping it would just kind of smooth out. I don't know if you flat out told this person, but I feel like most of you probably did. That you don't see them in this light, not in that romantic light, and that you just want to be friends. And I feel like they're not they're not accepting it. They don't want to, they don't feel like they have to, and they're going to do what they can to change your mind. But it's the devil card. They're not doing it in a positive way in any sense. They're just either being relentless. Well, they're being relentless in some fashion is what I'm getting. Or they're just being manipulative, which is still for a relentless reason. I'm getting they're coming towards you. Whatever happens here, and I'm getting you have that support around you. You're protected. Whatever that means for you. I'm getting after this moment, whatever this moment is, I'm getting, there's two cards here, but they're basically saying the same thing. Temperance and wait. Like you're trying, I feel like you're trying to wait it out. I feel like you are. I feel like you're trying to wait it out. The wait card is an oracle card. I don't feel like that's actually advice. I just feel like it's like, I'm getting, this moment happens, you have to defend yourself, you have that protection around you, and then there's just like, there's just nothing happening between you and whoever this person is. It's nothing's happening there. I feel like that goes on for a couple months, to be honest with you. And then at the end, see, the way this is going to end, because I do feel like this friendship is ending, I'm getting you're finding romance with someone else. But there's also, now I'm not going to say you're going to find romance in a year. I'm getting like, this situation could just kind of like linger on the outskirts. Because I'm getting it's going to be like a year where you just kind of like, I feel like this is actually, this moment is actually ending the friendship. But it's kind of like, just kind of like hi and smile from here on out. But I'm getting like, once you have somebody else in your life, I'm feeling like it's going to take you having somebody else in your life for that person to go. Because I'm getting, the Ten of Pentacles, like, I feel you're comfortable and safe, but you notice on this card there's a fence between those two people. I'm getting like the door is closed. There's no chance for this person to have any chance with you. I'm getting they're just exiting stage left. And I'm getting the Ten of Pentacles for you is feeling safe and secure with what you have. I don't feel like it includes this person. I know that's a weird thing for this card, but I'm getting that you're safe and secure without this person in your life. And I'm getting it could take a year before this is completely chapter done, book closed, on the shelf, different room, maybe a different house. Like, it's done. It could take up to a year. And I'm getting you having another relationship, getting involved with somebody else is what finally finishes it. And I'm feeling that that's what that Ten of Pentacles is, because you're safer and happier and more secure with this person out of your life. I don't feel like you wanted to do that, but they pushed it to a spot where this moment, I just feel like you had security around you, and it just kind of went, I don't feel like you just flat out said, we're not friends. Don't ever call me again. Erase my number. I don't feel like that happened. I just feel like you both stepped back from each other, and it just stayed that way. And I feel like it stays like that, and then you find somebody, and I'm getting that once they see that happening, they just kind of exit stage left, and that's the end. And that's the end. Okay. I think we're going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.